Hello traders, hello. Please let me know now, is it buffering? Hello, welcome traders, welcome. Three people are watching. Is it again buffering now? Yes, Vajnikam. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you traders, thank you for all your likes. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Kids, okay, it's not buffering. It's all good now? Okay, Vijay. Okay. Natasha ma'am, welcome to our stream. Welcome. Thank you for joining. I hope you're doing good. How was your day yesterday? So yesterday was a really manipulative day. A lot of manipulation, lot of stop hunting, liquidity grabs. Okay, so let's do our analysis once again. Okay, so this is dollar index and we have already marked our previous day high, previous day low, previous week high and low. Okay, so all the ranges are marked. I hope my pen is visible. I hope my pen is visible. 5 people are watching. Thank you so much. Please let me know. Can you see my pen? Can you see my markings? Cutter, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Welcome to our stream. Yes, gold. Okay. Thank you for your comments. Thank you. Yes. So, Cutter, I'll explain you gold. Just a moment. First, let's see the dollar index because dollar index is very necessary when we are trading gold. Okay, so as you can see, traders, dollar index is currently taking support from the trend line. Okay, and already we saw that $1 trillion into the US stock market. So dollar can be bullish, and here we have a 4-hour support, okay, in confluence with this trend line. And also you can see dollar index has break. Any issues, please let me know. Any issues, please let me know. So dollar index has already break past the previous day low. Okay, so this is the blue line is previous day low, previous day high. No issues. Thank you for your comment. Okay, so if dollar index takes support from here, then some bearish momentum in gold is possible. Okay, and today as you can see, traders, no red folder, high impact USD data today. Global economic and safe haven factors are neutral. That pushes the weight onto market structure, order flow, sentiment rather than fundamentals. Okay, so today we can expect range plus chop plus liquidity hunts, okay, rather than a clean trending move. So let's move on to gold. So if dollar index takes support from here, If dollar index takes support, then we can see some resistance in gold. Okay, traders. So let me explain gold. So in gold, as you can see, traders, we have already marked our previous day high, previous day low, and this is the weekly high and weekly low. Okay, so weekly high, previous week, previous high also marked. Okay, and here, as you can see, traders, I have shared this trend line which is connected from the all-time high. Okay, so 1, 2 and 3. So still we are taking some resistance, and yesterday also I told you, traders, there will be a lot of manipulation, liquidity hunts. Okay, so as you can see, buyers and sellers, so both hunted. Okay, so today we are not expecting any clean and trending move. Okay, so you can do scalping, but now, as of now, we don't have anything to do. Okay, so we can wait for some time and let's see how the price reacts near this trend line. And let me tell you, traders, this resistance is not valid. Okay, so this is not valid as of now. So already we have touched twice. Okay, already we have touched twice, and now this resistance is not valid. So this resistance is from 4167, 4173. Okay, traders, 4167, 4173. So this resistance is not valid now. As you can see, this resistance is in confluence with the previous day high. Okay, so previous day high range. So if we break past this and the previous day high, then after a small retracement we can continue higher. Okay, traders, I have already told you this trend line, no issues. Yes, is the upper trend line still valid? Yes, of course. Yes, 100% valid. 100% valid trend line, and a very major key trend line. Okay, so this will be a deciding factor for gold. This will be a deciding factor for gold. Thank you for all your likes. If you haven't liked our video, please make sure you smash that like button. Cutter, this trend line is very important, and as you can see, this trend line is connected from the all-time high. Okay, so after this second point, this trend line is valid, and as you can see now, third point we are respecting. So this will be a deciding factor for gold, but we need some momentum in dollar index. Okay, but today we don't have any news event. Let me show you once again. Today is Thursday, November 27, and as you can see, today we don't have any red folders. Okay, so today I'm expecting a choppy day, so don't expect any clean trending moves. Thank you for all your likes, traders. Thank you. So if you're expecting any clean and trending move, so don't expect any clean and trending moves. Please, you can do scalping. Okay, if we take support from here, then definitely in gold we can see some resistance. Okay, so we can see some bearish momentum. Any questions, traders? Any questions? And below this support is valid. Okay, this is a 1 hour support and it is valid. Okay, this support is above the previous day low. Okay, so once we break this support and the previous day low, then definitely we can go make bearish moves, aggressive bearish moves. Okay, traders. And let's check some news over here. So as you can see, traders, gold is trading water around 14160 after finishing Wednesday on a positive note. Okay, so Wednesday was a manipulative day. So buyers and sellers both are hunted. Okay, buyers and sellers both are hunted. So let's mark our liquidity levels. If it breaks, do we wait for a retest? Yes, we wait for a retest. But Cutter, now today is Thursday and tomorrow is Friday, so last trading day of the week. So if you want to go higher, then we must be looking the price as per the weekly perspective. Okay, so you need to check the weekly candles. So as you can see, as of now, weekly range is already done. Okay, so weekly range is already done, and there's no more room left. Sorry, there's no more room left for the price. Okay, so already price made up almost. Let me show you. Price already made. As you can see, traders, price already made a pretty good move, bullish momentum. Okay, 1,000 pips. So gold moved $133. Okay, so $130 bullish. And daily candle also you can see, traders, bullish. Okay, so that's why this trend line is very important. Trend line will be the deciding factor for gold. Okay, trend line will be the deciding factor for gold. So let's start our liquidity levels. So can we start marking our liquidity levels? Okay, so let's start marking our liquidity levels. And do we have any other trend lines? So let's see. On the 15 minutes time frame, as you can see, traders, here a trend line can be drawn. Let me see. First we will draw from this range. First we will be drawing from this range right here. Okay. Okay, so this was the breakout, traders. This was the breakout. Okay, 4100 breakout. So you remember previous week I told you 4100 is a very important level. Okay, Vijay sir, levels please. Yes. Okay kids, yes, we are 9 people are watching. Make sure you hit that like button. Thank you for all your support. Okay, so last week I told you, traders, 4100 was a very important level, and from here we cannot join any trend line. Okay, so this trend line will be valid. Okay, this trend line will be valid. I'll mark this as black. Should I trade today or should I wait for resistance for a breakout? Today, in my opinion, today is a no trading day. Okay, I have already updated you. I have already updated range plus chop plus liquidity hunts. Okay, so today very less volatility, and you will not get any trending moves. So currently we are taking resistance from our all-time high trend line. Okay, so this will be a very important key deciding factor for gold. Okay, so as you can see, traders, currently dollar index is taking support from the trend line. Okay, so you can draw trend line like this in dollar index. So as you can see, traders, beautiful trend line, and currently price is making some bullish pressure in dollar index. Okay, in gold, as you can see, traders, We can take some resistance from here, but after this trend line breakout we may get a bearish move until our 1 hour support. Okay, so you make sure you draw this hourly support. Hourly support is 141 4141 to 4136. Okay, 4141 to 4136 hourly support. Also, gold price is trading in the previous day range. Okay, traders, so this is the previous day range and this is the weekly high, previous week high, which we have already break past the previous week high. So the gold is bullish. Okay, gold is super bullish, but we cannot buy until the break of this trend line and our 4 hour resistance level. Okay, so please remember, traders, you make sure you mark this 4 hour resistance, 4167 4173. Okay, and this trend line, as I've shown you earlier, so this will be a very major deciding factor for gold. So if we break past this trend line and this resistance, then we can see some aggressive buying momentum in gold. So let's see what happens. So today second last trading day, so tomorrow last trading day of this week. Is hourly support more important than 4 hour support? No, 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 no. The bigger the time frame, the stronger the support or resistance. Okay, 4 hour is stronger than 1 hour. Cutter, this resistance, Cutter, I'm talking about this resistance. This resistance is not valid. I'm talking, I told you again and again. Okay, I'm telling you again and again. I'll mark over here. This trend line is not valid. This trend line is not valid. Okay, so this trend line, why I keep this trend line here on this chart? Because now first it was a resistance. Okay, and after the breakout of this trend line and the resistance, this trend line can be working as a support. Okay, so that's why I kept this trend line. So this trend line is not valid. So already price made a rejection 2 times. Okay, this was first and this was the second. So already 2 times price rejected from that same resistance. Okay, so third time this resistance is not valid. Yes, I understand it has been mitigated. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly, exactly, Cutter. It's already done, so that's not valid. Okay, but this hourly level is valid. Always remember, if we have daily level, then daily level will be stronger than the 4 hour level. If we have weekly level, then weekly level will be stronger than the daily level. So the higher the time frame, the stronger the levels. Okay, and the levels will be bigger. So today we don't have any major news in dollar, so that's why I'm not expecting any clean trending moves. We are looking for an SR flip there. Yeah, yeah, exactly. We are looking for SR flip. So this resistance will be turned into support. We have a confluence. Okay, so also we have this trend line confluence. So we have two confluences. Okay, so once this trend line is done, so what price can do sometimes, break above the trend line, and then again after some sideways, the price can come down again. So liquidating all the buyers. Okay, so liquidating all the buyers. So Cutter, what does this trend line indicate? So what does this trend line indicate? That market is inviting buyers. Market is inviting buyers. Why market is inviting buyers? So market is planning something big. Okay, Cutter, just understand, market is planning something big. Okay, so let's work on our liquidity levels. Okay, traders. So let's work on our intraday liquidity levels. So already this trend line is a major liquidity level. So whenever you see a trend line, so after the break of trend line, so you it's if it's you or me, so we will be not interested in buying. Okay, so we will be interested only in selling. Okay, traders. So trend line, understand the psychology behind the trend line. So trend line is inviting all the buyers. Okay, so here also, as you can see, traders, inviting buyers. I'll explain you. Yesterday what happened? Yesterday I told you, traders, there will be lot of manipulation, stop hunts. So first, early sellers, okay, early sellers manipulated original move. Okay, so that's how market works. Okay, so below also, if you see here below, sellers manipulation, early sellers aggressive move, manipulation, then the original move continuation. Okay, so definitely price is planning something big. Okay, I told you, traders, we are taking support here on this trend line in dollar index. As you can see, I told you already, if we take continuing support from here, if there's continued support in dollar index, then definitely we can see some bearish momentum in gold. So let's see if the gold respects this trend line or we are breaking this trend line. So don't expect big moves. Don't expect big moves. Yes, great. Thank you. Okay, okay. Cutter, what is TA? What is TA? You're most welcome, Cutter. Most welcome. Does the DXY all says move before gold? No, no, Cutter. DXY and if I'll explain you, I'll explain you. I'll explain you in an easy way. So the probability is 50-50 always. Okay, so 60-40 we can say 50-50 or 60-40. Okay, so it's not always like when the dollar is going up, when the dollar is moving up, then definitely the gold will go down. It's not always like that. It's not true. Okay, sometimes it follows, sometimes it doesn't follow. Okay, so we are just taking extra confluence. Okay, we are just taking that extra confluence, extra confirmation. So we are watching both sides. Okay, so 10 out of 5 times it will work. Okay, technical analysis, yes, yes, it will not always work. Now you see, now we will take the live example. So we have 3 bullish candles. Okay, in dollar index we have 3 bullish candle in dollar index. Let's see gold. So as you can see, 15 minutes, 2 bearish candle, but third one was bullish. Okay, so you see here we got a bullish move in dollar. We are making that bearish move in gold. Okay, so it will work 50-50. Don't rely 100%. Don't rely 100% on it, or else you will lose. Okay, so it's just for that extra confluence. I hope you understood. I told you, traders, the market will not be in a trending move. Okay, I have already told you each and everything. Range plus chop plus liquidity hunts. Okay, okay, so final, now let's work on our liquidity levels. So first thing first, above this trend line is the whole liquidity. As you can see here are the stop losses. Okay, so those who are selling from here, this swing, all stop losses above 173.5. Okay, so maybe 174, 4174. Okay, so this is our liquidity level, major liquidity level. Okay, traders, I'm talking about major liquidity levels. 5 people are watching. Thank you, traders. Thank you for all your likes. If you're a new viewer, make sure you smash that like button, traders. Thank you for all your support. Don't expect any big moves, okay? Only 40-50 pips range, okay? So market is choppy. If you're expecting any big trending moves, your stop loss will be hunted, okay? Okay, traders, so we got our first liquidity level, which is here. Okay, this is our major liquidity level. The price will be hunting this level very soon. Okay, and below as you can see, traders, this is a major liquidity. This is a major liquidity. First buyers entered, buyers invited, and already buyers invited here on this level. Okay, last week I told you 4100 is a very important level. Okay, so as you can see, after the breakout of 41000, sorry, 4100, as you can see, the momentum, the bullish momentum. Okay, so all the buyers entered here, all the buyers entered here. Okay, so this was the same exact level. First this was working as a resistance. After the breakout, a beautiful support, and only buyers are available in the market right now. Okay, so currently buyers are available and buyers are so aggressive in this range. Okay, so but let's see, these buyers, can they break this trend line? So that is very important. So can we break this trend line and this 4-hour resistance? So I'm waiting for that. Maybe not today, but tomorrow we can do it. Probability 1, we will break this trend line. Probability 2, we are gonna break below. Okay, traders, so as of now we are working in this previous day high range. Any doubts, traders, any doubts? So below we have major liquidity over here. Okay, so let me mark this liquidity level. Okay, traders, so this liquidity level is very important, and as you can see, all the buyers who are entering in this range, they have their stop losses definitely below this low. Okay, the low is 4109. So we have stop losses below. Tomorrow London or US session. Okay, tomorrow, as you can see, tomorrow Friday, November 28th. Tomorrow Friday, November 28th, and tomorrow also we don't have any major news events. Okay, so we need some bullish, bearish catalyst or geopolitical news or any news event that's gonna push dollar. Okay, that's gonna push dollar. If we have some geopolitical tensions, so you know, Qatar, gold is a safe haven. Gold is a safe haven. If we have geopolitical tensions, if we have war, then we are gonna see some bullish momentum, super bullish momentum in gold. Okay, so we need some driving force. We need some driving force. We need some news events. We need some geopolitical news. Okay, that will affect dollar. That will affect dollar or gold. So then only this breakout is possible. So if we have any major news event tomorrow, okay, so tomorrow here we don't have any red folder news event, but if there's any geopolitical tensions, war, anything like that, then definitely we are going to break this trend line. Also the resistance, 4-hour resistance. Okay, so we will break the trend line, 4-hour resistance, and gold will continue higher. Okay, gold will continue higher. targeting its all-time high. Targeting its all-time high. So very, very important trend line, traders. Okay. So I'm telling you, today market will be choppy. Okay. Market is stuck in a range. So market is stuck in a range here. So today market will be choppy. So no point of trading today. And also we don't have any levels. If you trade anywhere, then definitely you're gonna lose your hard-earned money. 7 people are watching. Thank you, traders. Thank you for all your likes. And if you are a new viewer, if you haven't liked, make sure you like the video, traders. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. No big moves today. So let's have a look at some news. If gold price could blow past 4900 in 2026 if investors buy into diversification. Gold sacks. Okay. So as you can see, traders, 2026 UK budget tax hikes and spending increases could drive investors to physical bullion Solomon Global. Okay. Okay, so this is 19 hours ago, 20 hours ago. So currently we don't have any news. And here also we don't have any news. Okay, same. We are respecting the trend line. Same scenario. We are respecting the trend line. Until and unless we don't break this trend line below, we cannot expect any aggressive moves. Okay. So we need a driving force. We need some news events or anything like that. So there's a $1 trillion investment in the stock market, US stock market. $1 trillion investment in the stock market, US stock market. Vijay, sir, thank you for your analysis. Yes. Very much welcome. You're welcome. So we have a wedge forming. Yes. We have a wedge forming. This trend line cannot be considered as a wedge, but yeah, this will be a short. This will be a short trend line, okay? And this is our major trend line. That's why I marked it in red. And this is small time frame trend line, okay? Cutter, please understand, the bigger the time frame, the powerful the analysis, okay? So this trend line is connected to all-time high. Okay, so it has more value. It has more value. Whereas this trend line is connected over here. Okay, so this has less value. So still you can consider this as a wedge. Okay, and you can follow this trend line peacefully. But trader, again I'm telling you, don't expect any trending moves. Okay, already I've shown you. Please don't expect any clean trending moves. Okay, so today market is expected range market, chop market plus liquidity. Okay, choppy market. Today we are expecting choppy market. So both side liquidity hunts, buyers, sellers, both will be liquidated. Yes, bottom trend more likely to break. Yeah, until and unless we have support in US dollar. So as you can see, US dollar is also not making any bullish moves. Today no red folder events. So that's why US dollar is also trading with less volatility. Okay. 9 people are watching. Thank you, traders. Thank you so much for all your likes. Thank you. Please make sure you comment down below. Please make sure you comment down below. Feel free to ask questions. If you have any doubts, please feel free to ask, okay? I'll explain you in a simplest way possible. Thank you for all your likes. Thank you for all your support. So we are not expecting any clean trending moves. So today market, we are expecting choppy market. Okay, let's move on to the 5 minutes. Okay, so for the buyers, for the buy side, this trend line is the liquidity. Whole trend line itself is the liquidity. Okay, whole trend line itself is the liquidity, because only buyers